Y'all, we had so much fun with Reddit yesterday, didn't we? So I've decided to continue the trend, but don't worry guys, this time it's not political, or at least I don't think so. I go into these blind, so I'll know when we get there. Instead of checking out Am I Overreacting, today we're taking a look at Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for buying sister's boyfriend lunch? Oh boy, okay, here we go. Hello all, female 26 here. While I was on the way home from the gym, I received a call from my sister's female 18 boyfriend, male 19. Not abnormal, as he's usually over at our house. He was asking me if our alarm was on because he got to our house before my sister and wanted to double check if he could go in since she wasn't picking up the phone. I told him no, and I happened to be stopping at McDonald's on my way home. Oh, okay. And asked if he wanted anything. He told me chicken nuggets, so I picked those up for him as well as for my sister. Today, my sister texts me saying, if you want my boyfriend, just say that. What? What? Just because when I first read this, I was nervous too. I'm like, what do you mean you bought him lunch? Like, you took him out to lunch? But then I read the story and he calls her like, yeah, I'm trying to get in the house. And she's just stopping by McDonald's and she grabbed him nuggets and then she also grabbed his sister nuggets. So I'm like, whatever, I don't think that's bad. But this bitch said, if you want my boyfriend, just say sister. I 100% thought this was a joke. So I replied, not my type, shrug. But I very quickly learned that it wasn't. Then she replied with a paragraph telling me how buying him dinner was essentially coming on to him. Bro, what? What are straight people on? What do you mean? What does that mean? What do you mean? First of all, what do you mean buying him? I mean, yeah, if you're like asking him to dinner, like it's a date, yeah, I get that. What do you mean buying him dinner? First of all, if McDonald's is dinner, y'all have bigger problems than this relationship thing going on here. You should not, McDonald's is not dinner. That's like when you're in a rush and working and the kids want something to eat and you just shove their face and tell them to shut up. It's not for adults to eat dinner, especially not an order of nuggets. But then to say that she's coming on to him with McDonald's, bruh. And the fact that he wasn't even with her, she was just stopping. But okay, let's continue because I'm floored right now. So now I know she's not joking. And at first, I tried playing nice and just tried reassuring her I have zero attraction to her boyfriend, but that was answered with more rude comments from her. Now, the last message I sent to her was, sister's name, you really need to grow up. I simply bought you both McDonald's on the way home. A simple thank you would suffice. Am I the asshole here, or is it completely normal? Sis, you are not the asshole. I'm sorry. Your sister is either losing her mind. You know what? Would you say your sister was female 18? They are much younger than you, right? So, like, they have hormones, they're going through puberty. Maybe she's very, 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 very insecure because this is something a very insecure person would do. But, like, even still, you're 26. Why would you want to be with a child? He's like 19 years old. 19-year-olds don't know what they're doing. Why would you? What? Bro, in what world is this? What is this? And the fact, no, you're not the asshole. If anything, you're too kind. I don't think that I would have been able to just been like, oh, you need to grow up. I'd have been like, listen here, you little shit. Nobody wants your ugly fucking boyfriend who's 19-year-old, probably with pimples all over there. Are you kidding me? I would have gone off. You're not the asshole. Your sister is super insecure. And if anything, she's the asshole. I was diving into some of the comments. NTA are not the asshole. Your sister is just a teenager who's overreacting. It sounds like your last message was 100% on the money. Agreed. They said my thoughts on it as well. I remember being her age and thinking every girl wanted my boyfriend. So I suppose it's natural. I'm hoping she takes it as a learning experience. And since then, I've seen her in the house and she apologized for assuming getting her boyfriend McDonald's nuggets is a confession of my love for him. Like, you really need to get it together, my good sister, because that is not the wave. I'm floored. I can't believe people think like, what do you mean McDonald's nuggets, bro? McDonald's? Y'all really gotta raise the standard. let's jump on to the next one because now I want to I want to see what else is happening here. Am I the asshole for feeding my family a fish dinner while I eat steak and potatoes? What? What do you mean just steak and potatoes? And what is a fish dinner? Where's the rice and the beans and all the other side platters? Who cares whether you're eating fish or steak? Because that's not the whole meal. And if it is, child, y'all need some seasoning and some food. Okay, let's get in here. So apparently, we don't get many characters. So I'll try my best to make this short and simple and straight to the point. I am 3 months pregnant. Okay, done. I don't even, we're gonna read the rest of it, but I don't even need to read the rest of it. No, whatever's going on, you're not the asshole. If you made yourself a specific meal and then you made a meal for everyone else, like if your pregnancy cravings had you craving whatever meal you wanted, you get to eat that. What? Okay, let's jump back in here. I'm 3 months pregnant and almost every day I've been craving steak and sour cream baked potatoes. Okay, I never really cared for steak, and I'm more of a chicken fingers and fries girly. But I'm guessing the baby must have loved steak in its past life because that's literally all I crave when I don't even care for it. That baby he was not a vegetarian before. All right, today I made my family a baked pizza spaghetti with fried catfish, a lunch eat salad, a salad with chopped deli meat, and dinner rolls. Okay, so it's not the only thing on the menu. Y'all do have food and seasoning. I of course am making the same dish I've been eating for almost every day the last few months. I pretty much make two separate meals each night for my cravings. But I hope the family's not mad because they're getting baked pizza spaghetti with fried catfish, a combination that I didn't know should be or could be a thing. I don't even know what baked pizza spaghetti is. And then lunch eat salad, which also I don't get, but I guess they like that, so it's there on the menu. And dinner rolls? What? Did they also want your steak? Last night, after I served the kids and was getting ready to make my fiance's plate, he expressed that he wanted steak and potatoes like me. Mind you, he was aware of the menu because I have my meals planned the night before. I told him I only had one steak for me. He said, well, we can share. I politely told him that I would need to eat all of my food since I am feeding for two, and this is all I have for the night, knowing I'll most likely still be hungry. Whilst you guys have a meal, you can come back for seconds. I am now, in his words, a selfish woman using pregnancy as an excuse to be selfish. Whoa. Alarm. Alarm. Red flags. Run, sister. Run. What do you mean? You've watched your wife have these cravings through her pregnancy and watch her make two meals specifically so that you guys can still eat because really you can freaking cook. She don't have to cook for you. She's already dealing with enough. And then when she wants to have her own meal because she is eating for two people and probably can't eat the stuff that she made for you because the baby will probably make her throw it up, you're gonna call her selfish? And then you're saying that she's using the excuse of being pregnant with your child. Your dumbass has a child in her, and that's the wow, men are assholes. You're not the asshole, sis. Let me finish reading. I asked, what's different about today than all the other days when I've literally been eating the same shit almost every day with no complaints? He said nothing, but shook his head and said, it's the principle, bae. The principle of, okay, and just walked off. We've barely spoken since. Just a dry good morning and goodbyes. Am I the asshole? Maybe if he expressed that he wanted the same thing as me, I would have prepared for it, but he literally always eats what I make. I didn't know I had to be a mind reader. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You are not the asshole, sis, at least not in my opinion. That dude is off the handle. I want to be fair. Maybe he's also stressed and grumpy because you're pregnant, and maybe you're not paying as much attention to him as you used to because rightfully you're taking care of yourself and while making sure that your family is taken care of. Maybe you didn't give him no Pikachu for a while because you're pregnant. I don't know. That's your, if you do, that's awesome. But like, whatever, that's on you. But you're not the asshole for having a craving that your baby is forcing you to crave on a food that you don't even like. And then he's like, I want your food also. Like, no, bro. She's pregnant. Get your own fucking food. Or at least, as she said, had he said the night before, because he lives with her and he's seeing all of this, so he sees her preparing the food and making the 2 meals. Had he said the night before, hey, babe, I also want some steak and potatoes. I know you're busy, but if you could prepare a second one so that tomorrow we can eat together, that would be awesome. And according to what she said, she would have just made him steak and potatoes, and then while the kids were eating whatever fish, weird pizza, baked spaghetti shit, I don't know what's happening there. He could have had the steak and potatoes with her, and they could have had their meals together, and he didn't have to treat a pregnant woman like shit. Like, you're not the one on hormones or hormonal right now, bro. She's the one going through all of the changes. Give her a fucking break. Now, it seems in the comments they are agreeing with me, not the asshole. They said, and he's a jerk of a man that can't help his pregnant wife. This is what I'm saying. Make dinner, or at least tell you the night before that he would like to have the same steak and potato. That's what I'm saying. Agreed. Like, come on. This dude's a jerk. So the selfish person here is him, because you're doing all the work plus raising his kids and about to push out another one. And he's bitching that he can't have a steak and potato. He could get up off his ass and make it himself. That part. That part right there. That part. Go make that shit yourself. Oh, we got another one on our side. Woo woo! Not the asshole. You're already making 2 separate meals for every single night to satisfy your cravings while still feeding the entire family. Bro, I love that there's people here that have a brain, because I'm like saying this and I'm like, please, please, y'all be on her side, because this is crazy. That alone is more than enough. The fact that this man had a whole ass meal in front of him, one that you took the time to plan and cook, yet decided to sulk and guilt trip you because he suddenly wanted what was on your plate, that's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's absurd. If the principle is so important to him, then why, or then he can get his ass in the kitchen and cook his own damn steak next time. You are growing a whole human inside of you. You don't have time to be dealing with a grown man acting like a pouty toddler who didn't get the same Happy Meal toy. Boom! Park Alexis! Boom! Oh, tell him, sis, tell him. All that shit, all of it, everything you said, I, there goes my water. Everything you said, I second that. Stamp of approval. Sorry, I got so worked up because I'm genuinely pissed. How are you gonna treat your wife like that? Bruh, you're a shit, y'all. I can't. People drive me crazy. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I find it to be very fun, very helpful, and I hope that maybe the person that posted this sees this and this helps them too. Either way, you guys are amazing. Check out those Reddit videos, those UFO videos, the paranormal videos, all the videos. Check them out.